Now that Resident Evil 9 has been out for about a week, I'm going to be ranking every Resident Evil mainline entry I've played so far. This game basically has no redeeming qualities whatsoever, outside of being able to suffer through it with a co-op partner. The fact that I was able to beat this game in a little over 3 hours on my first playthrough wasn't what bothered me about it. What bothered me is the fact that those 3 hours felt like such a rushed, incomplete mess that didn't feel meaningful whatsoever. I think Resident Evil Village is great until you leave the castle, then it becomes a bit of a mixed bag. This was my first Resident Evil game, so I do have a lot of nostalgia for this one, but I do think the gameplay feels a little bit dated, and there are some areas in it that are completely forgettable. Resident Evil 7 was such a creative and refreshing direction for the franchise to take. It went back to its horror roots in the best way possible, and totally blew my mind after playing the disappointment that was Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 9 is basically all of the best elements of the Resident Evil 2 and 4 remakes mixed together into one excellent entry in the franchise. I absolutely adore this remake. This is one of the few horror games that had me genuinely terrified to go around to every corner. I think this is survival horror at its absolute finest. And at number 1, I've got the Resident Evil 4 remake. I think this game is a masterpiece. Even if you don't like Resident Evil games, I think this is still worth checking out. It is just that good of a video game.